everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Turnovers will be a focus in today's game. The Dolphins are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Niners team that wants to be careful not to play into that strength. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And Carlos Hyde, such a physical, tough runner. People are talking about him changing his style. I don't think he should change a thing, and I know he wants to add catching the ball to his arsenal as well.
One thing's for sure, he said in the offseason he told us he's happy to be in a Chip Kelly offense, isn't he?
No doubt about it.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now, he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, Kaepernick it's a foot race. A great read, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Oh, he shifts past him. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Kaepernick now on 1st down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player, drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the #1 signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Rod Streeter, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And here's the headshots for the offense, and Carlos Hyde, a talented back.
Has taken over as the lead runner. A terrific talent. Can batter you inside, but has more speed than what you expect to take it the distance.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So on fourth down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking.
That's caught inside the 20, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins head on to their lead. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
To throw, Kaepernick. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Torrey Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was their best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Navarro Bowman makes anyone short list for the best linebackers in the game.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a run with Hyde. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Chip Kelly, well, he's known for never shying away from taking a chance, and his guys are going here on 4th. Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4th. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. This one complete, right side to McDonald. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14. On the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And his kick is right through. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Kaepernick now on 1st down. On the left side, it's McDonald. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Kamar Aiken, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. And he's able to put it through. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be a San Francisco 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner, the 1st-round pick from Oregon. In there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up in it. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And they're going to speed things up here.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Their big-bodied receiver as time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And he's got it up and through. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now a play, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Eli Harold in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
The tight end in motion right. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that run was what a lot of people called explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now Kaepernick. It's caught. Kamar Aiken. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Off the play fake to Hyde. Here's Kaepernick. He's going to float this one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They come up in an offset eye. Freeman again. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Here's Ellington. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Kaepernick. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
3 down, 3 down. Here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And there's a flag on the field. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
They'll look to throw here. He goes underneath to Freeman. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Under 10.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. 190.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Ellington to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for him.
Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Back round. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw?
It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And it's up and good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Freeman again, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they listen.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Kaepernick to throw on second down. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Kaepernick will try again on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now here come the Dolphins. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down.